All of you are probably seeing my
Mm.
screen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, just one second. Uh, yeah. So basically, I took some time to clean up the data set from last time. So just one second. Which map are you seeing? This always confuses me with Zoom. Are you seeing the? Can you see the zooming in, zooming out?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, okay, perfect. Yeah. Uh, so I'm assuming most of you are aware of the project context already. So I'll just quickly share the progress from last week. If some background is needed, please let me know. I'm also happy to share that. Uh, so I just looked at the water body data set that's available in the core stack website a little more closely. So what I realized is the water body polygons, it can be a little pixelated. Uh, are you seeing the image now? Yes, right? Or is it just the screen?
No, I mean, we're seeing the map
Okay,
with the
okay,
water bodies.
okay. I'll just zoom into one of the things here.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah. So what I noticed was in a lot of cases, you tend to have multiple polygons and not always complete. Uh, so since the API call will use the coordinates to fetch data from iNat and also potentially eBird, this can cause issues. I thought, I mean, you have ways to kind of assign it to the nearest lake, but I need polygons, and that's where I was recommended to look into OpenStreetMap. So OpenStreetMap, their data set is a little more complete, and they also have a downloadable shapefile that they provide. So they provide a downloadable shapefile for the whole of South India, and that has a lot of data. Basically, all the things that you see the on their map, but you can shapefile just for all the water bodies of South India. Uh, so then, I downloaded that and then isolated the ones in Anikal. So essentially, I tried to build a hybrid data set. So the 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 ones that you see in green, this is from OpenStreetMap. So the polygons and the naming, I've extracted it from OpenStreetMap. The ones colored blue here, this is from the original core stack shapefile. Uh, so in that sense, I'm able to have a more complete more complete data set. Also, since I was anyway looking into data integrity, in some cases, uh, where the shape files provided by OSM is much better. I've just kind of retained those. Um, so I think in that sense, I'm able to have a more complete data set. Of course, there are also cases where you don't have data in OSM, but you have data in core stack and vice versa. But the end result, what I have is fairly okay, I think, or at least a bit more complete than last time. So this was step one, just making sure I get a more complete data set. So I'm going to then use this hybrid data set for all future analysis. Uh, and then based on that, I was able to uh, make a first attempt at like a visualization at a dashboard. Uh, Second. Which screen? Are you seeing the same screen or is this a different screen? I'm sorry.
Uh, I mean, now it's the second tab. Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
the Anika top
Okay.
five lakes.
Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Cool. So yeah, so based on the improved lake data set, then I've assigned essentially all the historic data up until 2025, both for eBird as well as iNat. I assigned them to respective lakes. So the lake polygons, yeah, the what you saw in the last map, basically. Um, and then depending on the lake size, I also provided a custom buffer area just to make sure that if there are observations that are recorded in the vicinity, they also get assigned to the lake. I've made it dependent on the size of the lake. So for bigger lakes, for instance, this is one of the bigger lakes. You see a bigger buffer of around 250 meters. For smaller ones, it's around 125 meters. So this is, I've started with just like the top five with the most number of eBird observations. So if you click here, yeah, this is, uh, yeah, need to still populate some more relevant data, but the basic idea is to have a general info about the lake here. This is, I got this from the core stack data set. And then, yeah, this is a very basic table providing a species count, like a comparison of species count over the years observed at this lake.
Hmm.
Uh, the birds is obviously from eBirds, complete checklists for the last, maybe I should add a year more so that you get a 5 year snapshot. I'll come to 2026 in a bit, but yeah, I'll just explain where I got the other data from. All of this, butterflies is actually butterflies and moths. It's order Lepidoptera. Um, yeah, dragonflies, mammals. This is all from iNat. I have queried both research grade as well as needs ID grade observation. Uh, the idea is, yeah, once we nail the format, we can have like API call populate this format, the current year column, basically. Not format, this column. Yeah, so this is to just give a multi-year snapshot. Uh, and then I also wanted to show the trends, how it has changed over the years. Uh, yeah, so yeah, this is just a very simple graph. Yeah, I'm using Folium for the map visualization. So yeah, with Folium, yeah, I can't do too many. At least I was struggling to do any dynamic visualization. So this is a graph generated. This is an image generated from Matplotlib and just yeah inserted embedded into this HTML. Yeah, but it basically yeah gives you a snapshot of uh, how the numbers have varied. I've just added some wetland dependent birds just yeah to provide a bit more uh, you know more contextual information. But yeah, it's the idea is basic just to track the temporal trends for all the different categories.
Very
Uh,
cool. That's super cool.
yeah, and yeah, so same concept everywhere. So yeah, three tabs and yeah, exact same things. I've just repeated. So I've done it for like the top five yeah lakes with the most observations. But yeah, I would some feedback and also technically what's the best way to kind of do it across lakes. I think based on that we can kind of improve upon it, and also yeah, like to know what exactly Kaustav wants to see because yeah, there's quite a few things you can do in terms of visualization. But yeah, if there's something more specific, we can also like build that and then scale it across all the lakes.
Awesome.
This is great. I mean, this is already quite helpful, Anoop.
Yeah, thanks.
So, but yeah, I mean, I think some of the other things we spoke about in our meeting, like
Yeah.
kind of parsing the bird data and separating water birds, might be helpful, I think.
Okay. So do you think having those trends analysis in this In this
I
year is
think
useful or
it depends on the number of years we have, like data for, like significant data for, like I think, yeah, certainly for the larger lakes like Muthanallur and Hennagra, I think you will have data,
okay,
but the others, but
okay.
even a year wise, I mean, like 1 year snapshot is also very useful.
Mm.
It's extremely useful, I feel, just to give you an idea of what is happening.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
is there like a east-west trend or
correct,
something like that? It allows us to figure that out.
correct. Okay.
So,
So then I can also add. Yeah, I was not sure how much data is too much data, so I just wanted to
yeah,
be sure. But I can add those like temporal trends here then. Uh, for
yeah,
so you want the guilds, right? The guilds that we discussed to so have that
that's right.
analysis.
That's right. Those, yeah, I think
Okay,
those are useful to have.
okay, okay,
One problem with the iNat data is just that I think it's very sparsely populated. It's not like eBird. So I think that needs to be built up, like, through more participation, like citizen science participation.
yeah.
So, um,
And yeah, the bird data I've got, I've only used eBird. I'm not considered iNat.
iNat, yeah, I think eBird is better for that.
Yeah, because yeah,
Yeah,
iNat you can already see in a lot of the lakes. Yeah, not too many observations. These are like the bigger ones.
yeah,
But I imagine, like if you already look at some of the other orders here,
yeah.
uh, yeah. So I suspect that only birds will have decent data. The others will
These,
kind of
yeah, yeah.
struggle
I
with
think,
getting
yeah,
any.
you're right. Yeah.
Yeah,
No, but this is already quite, I think,
uh,
helpful
nice.
uh,
Okay.
as one kind of keeps on building the natural history data
Yeah.
can get added. So this would now be visible in the core stack thing, is it? Or
So this right now, and I think that's the part I'll need help with because this is just a thing I've done on my like local, this
Mhm.
is like a local desktop and
Yeah.
yeah, how it embeds into the core stack is I think technically we need to find I think a smart solution. And that's
Okay.
why I also didn't, also in terms of the code structure and everything, I just want to make sure we set it up the proper way so that it also works well when we
Mm.
scale it and when we implement it in the cortex. So I would probably need Adi's help here
Mm.
in terms of how to kind of integrate this.
Yeah. Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah. No, this is excellent work, Anoop.
Mm.
We'll of course talk in more detail about all that. Yeah. Maybe somebody from our team, Aman or Kapil or someone can also, be just more directly also work together. Um, uh, so basically, yeah, I mean, as long as we set it up in like a API sort of a library call sort of a manner, right? That for a given water body, we kind of pick up the geometry and then we construct the API to get the data from eBird
Mm.
and then store it as a JSON or something like that, right? Then I think
Mm.
then integrating it becomes very straightforward. Um, yeah, very cool. Actually, I just had a couple of other questions. So when we get the checklist from eBird, is there the number of species you're showing is basically like the total number of unique species across the union of these checklists?
Yeah, so you
Yeah.
get complete checklists. Like for a lake, for instance, you'll have X number of complete checklists,
Hmm.
and that will be the record of yeah all the species that was observed in that region, in that lake, basically.
Right. And then, because some species would be observed in multiple checklists, so then you do a union so that we are counting only the unique species.
Yeah, so I'm not looking at abundance because people
Ah,
also log the
hmm,
how many count. So this
hmm,
is just the absence present. So this is
right.
so in that sense it's a little more elementary. So we are just
Ah,
saying we spotted these like what this data saying is okay,
hmm,
these many species were spotted. We are not
right,
looking into the abundance of uh,
right,
those spottings.
right. Yeah. No, sounds good. I mean, basically, on the y-axis, you're showing the count of species. So just making sure that that's the count of unique species that we are
Correct,
seeing.
correct.
Yeah.
Unique species. Yeah.
Yeah. And it, like in this graph, is kind of climbing up over time just because eBird is getting more and more popular. And then after
Mm.
that, it's kind of stabilizing around, yeah, 200 or so. Uh,
Yeah, I
yeah.
think adding the number of checklists here would give you a sense of the observer effort. I think that is
Uh,
usually a big factor.
uh, right, right.
Um, and yeah, 2025 is just a strange dip across
Uh, uh, right.
data, not necessarily like a real ecological trend.
Mm,
I'll maybe try to like download the eBird data again and see if it's fixed because we see this sharp dip in all the lakes. So I assume it has
mm,
to do something with
mm,
when the data was downloaded
mm.
for the lake.
Right, right. Yeah, yeah, no, sure. I think it will also help if we can look up some forums or something on reliability of the data. So there must be some best practices that the eBird community may have invented. Like, I mean, if I mean, I'm not sure what all data is provided, but let's say if somebody has tagged a bird which is very unlikely to be found in India or in this part, then maybe it's more of
Mm.
a error, yeah, and we can throw that away. So maybe there might be some broad, some other checklists which might say that broadly in the Karnataka area or Bangalore area, this is the list of birds which are likely to be found, and then we do an intersection with that.
So an additional, sorry, I lost you for in the middle. There was some issue with my internet connection, but
Uh,
yeah, we could do an additional check if that's what
uh,
you mean.
Right, right. I mean, yeah, maybe, yeah, we can check with people like Suhail Kader from NCF and his team
Hmm.
if, they have some thoughts on uh,
Yeah,
best practices to follow with this kind of crowdsourced data. Yeah.
yeah.
Um,
I'm in touch with one of the NCF colleagues,
huh,
Ashwin.
huh,
Something, yeah, also using same data like
okay.
checklist.
Huh,
So I can also ask him if there are additional checks we need to
right.
incorporate.
Yeah. Awesome. Great. Cool. Um, uh, what else was I going to ask? Yeah, yeah, and it'll be very helpful, right, for the water body, the steps that you undertook for cleaning.
Hmm.
If you could put it up in a notebook or something, right, then we can try to see if we can adopt a similar method for
Yeah,
just cleaning up the whole water body data set itself.
yeah, sure.
Uh,
I'll also share the shape files, so which
ah,
that has like all the South India shape files. Maybe that's also useful. I can share that too.
right, 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 right. Great.
But why is there a mismatch between the two, like the OSM data set and this other one which Core Stack uses? I mean,
No, so basically in the core stack, we are entirely using remote sensing data, right?
hmm
So it depends on, right? I mean, that's where we have these machine learning models to detect
right.
water,
Uh-huh.
but it's not 100% all
Okay.
the time, right? And so like, yeah, I mean, the lake that Anoop is showing over here,
Yeah.
maybe the remote sensing is catching water where I mean if there's more water, but with OSM the boundaries have been drawn manually,
Ah, okay.
right?
So it's
So
based on a cartographic, like old
yeah.
maps or something, or
Yeah, so that is unclear in the
okay.
sense that OSM, I mean, there's a whole OSM is a community volunteer-based effort, right? So
hmm
they have put up the boundaries and right by actually manually mapping or by looking at Google Maps or such maps and then drawing it out.
Okay.
Um, but if we go deeper into the OSM features, right, what Anoop has downloaded, then we might also see when was it last updated, right? So there'll
Hmm.
be that kind of metadata that will come up. And similarly, there will always be mismatches. Maybe OSM has may not have marked some water bodies, which
Yeah.
right based on right how so some cities like Bangalore is quite well mapped, right? But then smaller towns, right? They may not be very well mapped in OSM.
Yeah.
So there's always that kind of data gaps which will come up.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Great. No, fantastic. This is awesome. Cool. So we can, Deepak, if you're ready, should we go back to the forest morphology project?
I'm using UNC form as an input. Basically, here I activated the
Deepak, your
LULC.
voice is not very clear. Uh,
Sir, am I audible?
yeah, now it's better.
Sir, this is the LULC layer which
Okay.
you asked me for.
Okay, this is
Basically,
LULC. Okay.
yes, sir.
And which are the tree pixels in this?
This is the forest mark. That those green patches are the forest marks.
Okay. Okay, yeah, now I see. So maybe if you turn off if you just look at the tree, LULC tree layer first, if you just go step by
Actually,
step, if we,
sir, I think let me off the LULC first. So it will be show the correctly.
okay.
Now see the patches. This is basically the forest marks, which is calculated. The
Uh, can you turn on the satellite view over here? Huh. Now, so now just explain what is the green thing?
uh, this light green thing is
Yeah.
edges.
Sorry, say that
Those are
again.
the edges.
Edges.
Basically,
Okay.
this uh, light green.
Hmm. Yeah. But if we start with LULC, uh,
Yes, sir.
if you can
Then
open right, because all of this is operating on the LULC layer, right? So if we start with the LULC, then we can understand more clearly how this is being done.
sir, basically, as you told me to open the LULC, I have tried to open that, but basically, let me show you what happened. See, I said basically. So there, I was just using the LULC as an input layer and applying the state on it.
Hmm. Deepak, we can't hear you right now.
So, I think you will be understand by seeing the JRC method because in this there are two things are mixed up basically LULC layer and what we for just the LULC simple but basically the merging two things. So please verify the outputs from JRC method.
Mm, yeah. Okay. I mean, see, what I was trying to understand is that we start with the tree layer in tree class in LULC, right? And then on the tree class, you run different algorithms to further say that which trees are on the edge or which trees are on the core, right?
Yes.
So if you show the LULC first, and then you show the further classification that you've done, then it will become more clear whether this is coming out correctly.
I'm trying to show that, but basically uh, on the on see,
If you turn
first
off
of all,
everything else, just leave the LULC.
uh, this is the LULC.
Turn off the other one also.
Now let me turn forest mask. Then core.
No. Let's just turn off core and forest map. Just turn on LUSC first. Okay, so this is LUSC. Now, what is the tree class in this one? Which color?
Uh, uh, I'm not getting what you are asking me for. Tree class. Basically, I have classified the four things. Basically, core is for perforation, iNat, and non-forest.
Huh. Right, but the LULC earlier you were showing, right, that you were loading the LULC from the core stack.
Yes.
Yeah, over there, can you show that layer first to see what is the tree class in that layer?
This is the elevator layer.
This one, right? The
Yes.
one you loaded from the core stack, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So now on this, which color is the tree class?
Green class. Okay, green class.
Sorry, which one?
Green one.
Green is tree. Okay. So now can we just zoom into any of the green patch? Yeah. If you zoom into anyone, just zoom in a bit more. Yeah. More. Okay. Yeah. Uh,
Can you also please lower the opacity so that we can also check the background?
Can you repeat?
Can you also please lower the opacity of the LULC layer so that we can also check the base layer at the same time?
are you sure this is the right one? Because it's not matching the tree cover. Um, I mean, the tree cover we're seeing on the base map.
But I taken this layer from the Excel sheet you have provided me.
Hmm. Okay. So now, okay, so but even then, okay, so let's say this is the green one is the forest layer, I mean the tree layer, okay, tree class. Then you classify edge ones. Can you show the edge pixels on this now? If you load your layer now. We've lost Deepak. Maybe we'll just wait for a minute to see if he joins back. Or we can also move to anyone else who wants to talk, Shivam or Akhinesh, if you want to talk about anything.
Sir, can I go ahead?
Yeah, go ahead, Shivam.
Sir, am I audible?
Yeah, Shivam, yeah.
So, last time I have shown you the scripting, real-time scripting, and since then I had to work on the specific TESIL, stripping of specific TESIL data. But I thought first I should be improving my script so it can be robust and can be quick to scrape the data. So I've been working on that, and I have successfully, what we say, modified the script to scrape the data at the fast as it can go. So can I show you just a demo of that
Yeah,
script?
sure.
Comparison between the previous developed script and the new script.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Is my screen visible?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. I'll just go to the script code. So, sir, this is the new script developed, and this is the old script. So it continues till, of course, 867th line. Of course, this the new script is just of 320 lines. So I'll just show you. I'll first show you the scraping time of the old script. Okay. So as you can see, it opens. It goes step by step. First, analyze all the tables, all the values, and then jump to the all classes column, and then of course takes the data. And if there is no record found, it first checks multiple times if data is there. You can see here checking table 1, table 3, table 26. So after confirming it that there is no all classes row found, so it moves on to the next crop, we say. So it says area 0.0 hectares, 0.0 hectares, and then it moves to the next crop. So yes, so this was the old script, and I'll show you just new script. So first, as usual, it will just select the state, tehsil, and the district according to the checkpoint. According to checkpoint, as in the checkpoint, the recent one was the Kamban, and it has not been completed. So it first scanned the data according to the crop listing. As you can see, it is going as fast as it can, according to the as compared to the previous script. It still needs some improvements, but you can see progress.
Cool. Yeah,
That
no, very nice. Yeah, great. Also, you remember earlier you had done all that mapping of by organizing the crops in terms of a standard terminology. Yeah, the crop
yes.
names in a standard terminology. Uh, uh, so is the script ultimately mapping to that terminology?
Uh, so actually, first it will script in the basic format. So,
Okay. Right, right.
it
Yeah,
will
I
just
mean, got it.
yes, in I have shared you the docs on the mail. So it will just script in the standard format, means tehsil name, state name, and then the first column will be of crops, and then below it will be the hectares. So
Mm,
it will just script in that manner. And then
mm.
I have developed the additional script, or written the additional script that will convert that standard format into the format we need. As you have said,
Cool.
so it will script in the standard format, means crop name, and then below it the hectares. And
Right.
then the additional script will automatically convert that CSV data, that standard CSV data, into the desired data we want.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Great. And this
So
one can
yes.
work on any. The other change we were discussing was that for a given list of state, district, tehsil, we want to fire this
Yes,
off, right?
yes.
So it's
I
now
am
that way.
currently working on it. First,
Yeah.
of course, I need to
Awesome.
design the backend of it, and
Yeah.
then I'll just make some changes in the current script so
Yeah.
that it will start. It will start from the tehsil we want,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
directly jump off to the tehsil, and
Hmm.
then start collecting the data.
Very nice. Cool. No, this is fantastic. Yeah. Great.
Uh, so the progress is a little slow because I have my exams going on, and there is some final submission and exam
Yeah.
phase is there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm doing it as I'm getting time.
Right. No, no. I mean,
Even
that's
today,
absolutely fine.
even today, I am not in my college. I'm just out of station.
Hmm.
I'm in a meeting in Nagpur.
Hmm.
So I have just visited there, and we
Okay.
are doing this meeting from the Nagpur office.
Cool.
So I'm doing as I get time.
Yeah. No, that is fantastic. I think this is all very, very good, very exciting. Great. Great. Cool. Awesome. So we can move on. Akinesh and Trishal, do you want to discuss anything?
Hi, sir. This is Akinesh
Akinesh.
Chauhan.
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
Akinesh. Hi.
Basically, I'm a first year student in Polaris School of Technology, Bangalore.
Uh-huh.
And currently, I am a contributor in Elite Coders Winter of Code and Open Source Connect Global India. Basically, these are just, we can say that these are a beginner open source organizations from where a first year tech guy can start his open source journey.
Hmm.
So I'm just working there as a contributor and currently worked on my on-job training session. I got a project from my college,
Hmm.
which was a static analyzer for JavaScript code.
Hmm.
And I'm working on my current idea also.
Nice. Nice. Great. Yeah, I'm sure this is. I see Ansh is also on the call. Ansh is with FOSS United. He'll also be excited to know about all this.
Yeah, no, yeah, very interesting stuff. Hi, folks. I am Ansh. I work as a program manager at FOSS United Foundation. We are a non-profit organization that promotes and supports FOSS projects from all over India. Yeah, we've been working with Professor Adi and the CoStack team for a while now, just to understand how we can help the project get more contributors, and just for our personal understanding of how to just run communities around other open source projects. So, but yeah, very cool stuff happening here. This is the first time I joined. Yeah, very happy to see all of this.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's exciting. Great. Yeah. Yeah, Akhilesh, so you were asking on email, right, about some we put out some issues and you were asking some things that you could work on.
Yes, sir. Currently, like for GSOC, Google Summer of Code, I
Hmm.
was I am a contributor in Aussie, Australian Open Source Software Innovation Education,
Hmm.
and currently also got assigned an issue in OPIA. So I was just going through at that time for issue, and at Discord channel, I got email from a Dino. Like I got a notification from there, and from there I just got redirect to official website of C4GT.
Okay, okay, cool. Uh, Great. So, you were asking about, I mean, have you looked up the core stack, how it works and what it does?
Uh, Honestly, I haven't go through the core stack at much because
Um,
I was working on late night, like
hmm, hmm,
on issues,
hmm,
so it was
hmm.
just unable to connect with that.
Sure,
But
sure. Yeah. So, yeah, I think so. I'm just copying this link, right? This was the link from the Innovation Challenge. If you start to go through that, right, we've kept some of the recordings from the previous sessions also, which are basically very helpful to understand what is the core stack, roughly how it works, right? What are the different data sets that we are trying to build. So if you can begin to go through that, that will be a good way to just get a bearing on what's going on. And then we can definitely guide you, right, on some specific things like you were interested in grasslands. So once you get to that point, then we can discuss in more detail, yeah, about exactly what that particular issue is all about.
yeah, sure, sir.
Yeah. But yeah, no, great to have you on this team, and yeah, looking forward. Um, Great. Yeah, Trishal,
Thank you,
go
sir.
ahead.
Hi, Professor. I wanted to talk about my submission, which was Fields. This was a offline first mobile, currently just an Android application that I thought might be useful to serve geospatial data, including core stack data on a mobile interface.
Uh-huh.
Uh, I think there's two things that I sought to solve, at least in the first draft of this application. The first is contextualizing global models. I've pulled administrative data from core stack here to tell us where we are at any given point in time. And my experience of working with geocoding APIs such as OpenStreetMap or Google Maps might not always be the best, especially towards the countryside, like in the Western Ghats. And if there was a way in which we could take some of these global models like Dynamic World and the new commercial plantations dataset put out by Google, and see in what way we can ground truth this, right? So the
Mm,
idea came up when we actually went on my year-end hike, uh,
mm,
and we wanted to see how we could collect data and
mm,
actually do more productive things apart from taking in good
mm,
views.
mm,
Um, so just that being able to understand what sort of labels we would need to collect when we are trying to determine what is a commercial plantation versus what is a old growth
mm,
forest
mm,
is what we wanted to use this app for in the first place. And yeah,
mm,
secondly, it's to be able to take away this desktop first experience of using QGIS or drawing a polygon on
mm,
Google Earth and seeing how we
mm,
can use it more how do I say this readily on a mobile application
mm,
without the
mm,
need for internet or something like that.
mm,
So a first prototype of that is available in the repo, Professor, and I've submitted the same. I think I wanted to use this call to look at what more can be done or what next steps I should be looking at or who I could collaborate with to build on this.
Yeah, no, this will be very, very nice, Rishal. But are you saying you submitted something? I mean, is this something we missed to look at?
I submitted this on the Google form that was open as part of the innovation challenge. Honest to God,
Oh,
I done it just an hour or two before the submission deadline.
oh, okay, okay,
Uh,
okay. No, no, that's fine. We'll look it up. Great, great. And I mean, yeah. So we'll definitely look it up, and we can also. I mean, do you want to demo it right now? Also, we can.
uh, Yeah, Prof. As this, I only have access to my work laptop right now.
Okay.
I'm sorry, weekdays I had to be at my client location today, but
Huh.
in the repository that I've submitted, Prof,
Hmm.
as part of through GitHub Actions, the APK file for that Android app is already ready for anyone to download and test.
Okay, cool.
And I've also submitted a PDF of some of those workflows. I'm sorry, it's just that the timing of this call meant that I couldn't share my screen and walk through it right now.
Huh.
But hopefully by in time for the next dev call, next Friday, I should be in a position to do that.
Yeah, yeah. No, absolutely. No, we'll also go through it. We somehow missed it. And yeah, no, this is very cool. Yeah. So let's, yeah. I mean, or can you also, you must have given your email and stuff, right? So we'll write back to you. And yeah, let's review it, in the next dev call. Let's plan to review this, and I'm sure it'll lead to many ideas. Ground
Awesome.
truthing the data is definitely, key point, key issue.
Yes, Professor, I'm looking forward to that.
Great, great. Cool. Uh, Great. All right. So does anyone else want to discuss anything? Great. And Trisha, sorry, where are you from? I missed.
Yes, Professor. I'm part of Deloitte's space team.
Okay.
I've been here for the last 4 years or so, and a big part of this work is geospatial work. I haven't been able to attend the last two developer calls because of work commitments, but I, along with my team, were here in I think the kickoff session of this innovation challenge.
Okay.
We're a team of engineers, remote sensing scientists, some policy wonks who've been working primarily with the government, but we're trying to branch out to private sector organizations and civil society organizations now. I'm an information science engineer by training, but I specialize in public policy.
Cool. Yeah. No, very exciting. Yeah. We'll we'll review all this, and yeah, let's touch base then over email and yeah, in the next call as well.
Yeah. Sounds good, Professor. I'm looking forward to it.
Great. Cool. Okay. Great. All right, folks. So if there's nothing else, then we can stop. And yeah, super exciting. Let's keep it up. Cool.